Intriguing. The guard thinned out until the demon slipped through. Cosmiel had once seen someone push a needle through a balloon without popping it, and in effect, this was what the demon had done. Fortified, the guard all around itself then reached through with this merest tendril of itself. Also, it was acting from a tremendous distance. Cosmiel signaled one of the operatives, who vanished in silence from the stakeout. He would trace the demon to wherever it had holed up to make its strike. The demon coiled into the sleeping man's heart like a corkscrew. Wait. The demon readied its power, but just before it struck, Cosmiel burst back into reality, grasping the demon's tendril and choking off the energy. The demon howled in pain and tried to rip itself from the man's heart, but another operative burst into the room to secure him, and a third filled the room with lances of light in every direction. Struggling to keep a hold on the demon, Cosmiel called to the operatives he had sent away. "Sophiel, do you have him on that end?" In his mind, Cosmiel heard, "Working on it." The light lances were a special ops invention, not quite a guard, not quite an angelic sword. They shot through the room from a dozen directions to pin the demon in place, but the demon was half here, half wherever it was striking from. With its energy trapped mid-discharge, both halves were screaming. From Sophiel, "I've got him." Following that rushed a sensation of dread, disgust, and understanding. That sounded like a mystery solved. The man's guardian angel knelt through his human charge, wings spread protectively against a midnight pierced with spikes of light. He kept projecting gratitude and fear, but their work was not ended. Cosmiel called to Sophiel, "We need the demon in one place. Bring the rest of him here." Negative. He's anchored to a human soul at this location." Blast it. Of course it wouldn't be easy. But then again, if it were easy, no one would have activated special ops. Cosmiel signaled the other two, and they unpinned enough lances to move the demon while keeping him paralyzed. Cosmiel said to the guardian, "I need you with me." An operative remained to guard the sleeper while they put the demon back together in one place. The demon had not been bilocating, which was fortunate. If the demon had actually split himself into two locations, Sophiel would not have been able to backtrack to the second self. Instead, the demon had stretched himself out from thousands of miles away. Cosmiel reached through his connection to Sophiel to identify the second location, then wrapped the demon in his blue-purple wings. With a solid grasp on their enemy, Cosmiel untethered them from the plane of creation and twisted the universe around until the demon was all in one place, and they were there with him. Angels could not typically do that, but Special Ops was not a squad of typical angels. They had reappeared in a narrow street in daylight, surrounded by crowded apartments. Humans rushed past on the sidewalks, passing through without sensing the angels at all, but their guardians noticed and paid attention. The demon's eyes projected hatred, but he was secured too tightly to speak. Sophiel finished chaining him so they could remove the lances, then moved everyone out of the road and into an alcove with some privacy. At that point, a second guardian angel joined them. Now the team had everything they needed to get this resolved. One demon awash in hatred, two guardians projecting cautious hope, and 3 special ops officers with silver-black uniforms and far too much experience battling evil. His black eyes alight, Sophiel turned to the first guardian. "This demon is a vengeance demon.